Good morning. Thank you for joining me for this morning's edition of Bedroom Babble. I'm not just waking up, I've been up probably for about an hour. Um, it's rather disgusted and aggravated, frustrated about some things, so I'm up a little earlier than usual. Probably been up since about 6 a.m., which is totally outside of my character. I don't do early. I don't wake up early at all. I despise waking up early, and I definitely loathe people who like getting up early. But that's a horse of a different color. I wanted to have a couple of moments of your time this morning to discuss friendship and um, understanding friendship and what it really encompasses. What I mean, friendship is really near and dear to my heart because I've considered myself a very good friend. I definitely am one that if I befriend you, you have definitely gained a really good friend. I mean, my friendship is priceless, and I know this, and I'm not bragging, but it just is what it is. My friendship is very valuable, and one thing that I hate in friendships in these days and times is people's inability to understand what friendship really is. Friendship is not control. So that's what I want to talk about, controlling friendships. You have those friendships where one friend feels a certain type of way about the things that you do, but they're not considering their ways. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, if you have one friend who, for example, has a problem with drinking, that friend could possibly look down on the friend that has a problem with smoking. And they're going to say, well, you need to stop smoking. That's not a good look. It's a bad habit. Smoking kills. When in reality, they're having an issue with drinking. So, I mean, everyone has their own vice. And then that friend will try to control the other friend. You do you know what I mean? Like, just because their issue isn't the same. Or you have a friend who has other issues. It could be emotional, could be physical, it could be other things. Like, you have friends who have issues with their weight. Like, I have an issue with my weight, but I don't expect my friends who don't have good eating habits to try to take stabs at me for being overweight, because your body just happens to be able to facilitate eating like that without gaining weight. But don't look down on me because I have traits and, different, my chemical makeup is different than yours. So I could eat the way that you eat and I'll gain 20 pounds, and you eat the way I eat and don't gain an ounce. I mean, it's just, that's how it is sometimes. But we tend to, as friends, try to judge each other and try to control each other, and that's not what true friendship is. True friendship is understanding that there are going to be differences. There's going to be times where you're going to do things that's going to piss me off and it's going to irritate me, and I'm not going to agree. But it's not my job to control you as my friend. It's my job to love you and to be your friend, irrespective of whatever it is that you're doing that I don't like. And I had one friend in particular that was extremely controlling. I mean, she literally manipulated the entire friendship. If it was something that I was doing that she was either jealous of or did not agree with, she took it upon herself to try to control me by going behind my back, lying, making up stuff, coming to me. And because I trusted her so much, whatever she said, if she said to me this is what it is, I feel it in my spirit that you shouldn't do this, or that person is not good for you. I feel something about that person. I can't put my finger on it, but you just shouldn't deal with that person. I cut that person off because I felt like, she was a true friend. And that's a sad commentary. It's a sad commentary for you to be so controlling that you feel that you need to control your friends. And I wanted to sound off on that this morning, just to let you know, like, if you're a friend to someone, you don't have to agree with everything they do. And even as their friend, you should go to them and you should say to them, you know what? I don't like your temper. I feel like you're a type of person that no one can say anything to you without you getting offended or going off, or yelling and screaming and becoming all irate. Like, I don't like that about you. I love you, but I don't like that characteristic you have. And then give that person an opportunity to change that thing about themselves. But it's not your job to control anyone or to judge them or to try to manipulate the situation so that they become who you want them to be, because at that point then they're no longer an individual. And I just think that we need to redefine what friendship is from what we've turned it into, because it already had the correct definition, but now it's time to redefine it, because friends are just, they don't get it. They don't understand it. They don't understand loyalty. They don't understand, ride or die. They don't understand living by the code. Like, these friends these days, they just don't have no code of ethics. Like, they just, anything goes. Just, and it's just in the book of stuff that you just don't do. You don't go behind your friends and date someone they've dated. And there's friends that do all sort of stuff. It's just crazy to me, the type of stuff. It's like anything goes these days, and then you still qualify this person as your friend. Like, no, I'm not going to qualify you as my friend when you're not exhibiting those characteristics that I deem to be friend worthy. Like, that's crazy. So I just wanted to sound off because I've seen it, I've experienced it in my personal life. Like, even right now, like, I'm dealing with a situation where a friend is, upset about one thing, but I'm like, okay, well, yeah, this is my vice. This is my issue that I struggle with. But what are your issues? Like, what gives you the right to judge what it is that I do? Yeah, I understand that you're trying to help, and I get that. I understand that. I understand that you can say to me, well, you know what, I'm worried about you and I really don't want to see harm come to you and this, that, and the third. And I get that. But at the end of the day, if you have issues within your own life, then you got to be able to grab a hold of me and walk me through my issues. You cannot look down on them. So I just wanted to sound off in this morning's edition of Bedroom Babble. And just comment, tell me what you think, what you feel, and have a wonderful day.